Hello there, my name is PolishLynx. We won a card tournament here and we went to beach. Let's see where this is going. If I only knew, I would have taken my swimming trunks along. Usually it was enough for me to swim for 20-50 meters, but this time the euphoria of my victory spurred me on to break this record. I swam slowly and tactfully, watching every movement of my arms and legs and keeping my breath steady. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, whoa! Shit, a strike on my back sent me underwater. I started to drown, but managed to force myself to jump out and grab the nearby buoy. What the fuck? I turned and saw Alisa swimming after me. What the hell are you doing? What am I doing? Hailing the winner! And what if I started drowning? Well, I'd save you. Of course. It was just too dangerous to stay here. She could easily sink me again. I gathered all my strength and swam to the shore. I slowly started to catch my breath. Beach sand stuck to my body from head to toe. After some time, Alisa came out of the water. You know, you swim well. Thank you. I wouldn't say so. Yeah, you too. Well, wasn't that obvious? I said nothing. You won twice against me today? Yes, I did. That means I will forget 2 of your debts. Yay! What kind of debts is she talking about? It looks like Alisa has a problem with evaluating reality. Thanks a lot, I said sarcastically. You know, you're not as much of a loser as I thought. Thank you. Alisa was wearing a swimsuit that perfectly emphasized the beauty of her figure. Okay. Well, taking into account all the flaws in her personality, at least this adventure of hers couldn't be taken away. Since when did I become a loser? She smiled cunningly. What's wrong? Aren't you one? Of course not. And how do you prove it? I don't have to prove anything. Ah, so is that it? She said without any anger. Yeah, that's it. The silence was expected. A light wind gently played with the waves, sending them to the shore and taking them back after. Alisa was still looking through me as if it seemed she completely forgot about my presence. Hey, Earth to Alisa. Her last look immediately switched back to her normal one. Anyway, bye-bye. She picked up her clothes lying nearby and left. Alrighty. It was late, but I decided to spend a little bit more time lying on my back and stargazing. After all, I didn't have that many opportunities for that before. Or I simply tried to avoid every opportunity. Well, if we think about it, the light from faraway stars reaches us only after millions of years. Right now I can see the star because it was shining back then, long in the past. And now this star is gone. Already exploded. Wait a minute! She took my clothes too! I got up and looked around the beach. No doubt about it, Alisa took my pioneer uniform. Damn it! And I was just starting to think that maybe she's not so spoiled. I need to come up with an idea, quickly! Certainly I could go and complain to Olga Dmitrievna, but not in my wet underpants. I didn't know which cabin Alisa lives in either. And knocking on every door is certainly not a good idea. Maybe I should go to Slavia. Yeah, of course, at night, wearing my underpants. The only thing missing is a rose in my teeth. Overall, it looks like I'm screwed. In any case, I have to do something. I was lucky not so much time had passed since she left, so I could still catch up with Alisa. Hurry up! In the blink of an eye, I found myself at the square. To my great surprise, Alisa was sitting on a bench, apparently bored. She had already changed. Give them back! Yeah, sure, take them, she muttered with a guilty tone and handed back my uniform. Hey? Don't think I was waiting for you on purpose or anything like that. Alisa turned her back and set off towards the cabins at easy pace. I was left standing riveted to the spot. I didn't expect such a twist. The guild did its job, perhaps. Fat chance. Anyway, it's better to keep away from her, and recent events do not change a thing. I headed to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. For the first time today, I finally felt how tired I was. And we skip. Now, day 3. Let's go with that. I think if we go with the Xenia road and alright, I would love to say yes, but it's not a good idea if some future events and you know Olga asked me to help her tonight. Maybe I shouldn't have lied to her. I should think before I say something. Oh really? And what exactly are you going to be helping her with? Sorry. It was turning out bad, but I decided to stand my ground. Her cabin. She asked me to clean it up, sort out the things and so on. Bet you know what a mess the cabin is. Sure, she asked you to tidy up her clothes too? The nurse looked at me so intensely that Napoleon's fiasco at the Battle of Waterloo seemed no. Okay, that one is good. Seemed now as a small annoyance compared to my current flop. I was going to say something, but she continued to speak. Okay then, Pioneer. We'll manage it without you. I apologize, but you see... I said and looked at Lena. She stood looking at the ground like before, blushing more and more. It's alright, I'll manage it on my own. Okay then. Shit, an awkward silence followed. I wanted to sink into the ground because of my lame lie that had probably offended Lena. Well, goodbye then. Bye. The nurse was still smiling spitefully. Shit, I turned and walked away, almost running. The following fact, I really wanted to run. Common sense advised me not to. Shit! I came back to my sense when I reached the square. Oh, so we can. I should go tell who else. I better keep on looking for answers. I should take a look, actually. That's something I skipped before. Coming to the stage area, I caught sight of Alisa on the stage. The girl was giving it all, with her eyes closed. She placed one of her legs upon the speaker, and was swaying her body with the rhythm of the music. I couldn't recognize the melody, but I was pretty sure that I'd heard it before. Probably something from Soviet rock. I could have named a dozen bands in this genre right off the bat, but I was hardly an expert. The song seemed really simple, literally just a 3-chord progression. Probably even I could have played it, given some time to practice. I wonder where Alisa got her playing skills. In the USSR, such music had never been nationally acclaimed. The future rock star wasn't taking any notice of me. It was like she was trying to become one with the music, to resound in every note, in every bar, in every triplet. Rock heroes of the 80s instantly came to my mind. Many of them were devoted to the music in a similar way. If she got dressed in something more suitable for that period's fashion instead of her pioneer uniform, no one would notice the difference. Her performance was coming to an end. Picking out the last couple of chords, Alisa finally noticed me. Did you like it? She doesn't seem as surprised as I would have expected. Yeah, that was cool. As if you could do any better? Smiled Alisa slyly. I'm not saying that I can do it better. I'm not a pro in music. No doubt? Yep. I didn't know what to tell her next and was heading on my way. Wait a minute! She blushed again. What? Heard about the evening dance party? Heard. I thought it was a ball. Ball dance party, what's the difference? She frowned. Yeah, I did. And so what? Are you going to go? After throwing those words, she turned away. I'm not sure. And you? What am I going to do here? To there, watch a herd of morons? There was some truth in Alice's words, but this open disrespect surprised me. It's clear that it's not the idea of a ball that she hates. But why? What do you mean by why? Well, why don't you want to come? Dance parties ought to be fun. Do you really think so? Annoyance flashed in her voice. I don't know, but I thought that you would... Never liked them. She interrupted me. There's absolutely nothing to do at such parties. I see. So, what's your plan then? I asked just to keep the conversation going. I will just carry on practicing. What are you practicing? The song, dumbass! You haven't heard it! Alisa had gone totally mad. A few more wrong questions and I will have to run for my life. Who wrote the song? I did. So, you wrote it by yourself? By myself. Cool. Awkward silence hung in there. Okay then. Don't you wanna listen? Didn't I just hear it? That's not what I meant. She pouted. The whole song, it's just a jump for now. Come on, do it then. Not right now. Well, don't do it then. I felt uncertain about what she wanted from me. You mean you don't want me to play? Seems like I frustrated you. I got ready for her to smash the guitar on my forehead or something even worse. But there was only an upset expression on Alisa's face. I want to, I told you. Come here tonight then, I'll play it for you. I will come. For me? How cute. Tonight is the dance party. You said that you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. Frankly speaking, I didn't want to go, but messing around with Tvechech was no good either. Oh, getting Prievna won't like it. Screw her! Said Alisa, getting steamed up. Okay, I will come. No, I won't, sorry. Okay, I will come, don't worry. Between shame at the parent dance party and Dvachevskaya's mad guitar skills, I'd rather pick the latter. Goodbye. She smiled strangely. I was just wondering if the decision I made was a right one when suddenly I was interrupted by a ringing calling the pioneers for lunch. I looked towards the canteen. I suppose it's time to go. Hunger is a sharp thorn. I turned out with an intent to call Alisa to come along, but she looked so cheerless and down. Every musician should know when it's time to leave. I groaned under my breath. For I already had my arrangements with Alisa. Hey, he will come. He got nowhere to go. Oh, okay, so... Stay and help Uliana run away. Well, yes. Well, actually, we'll stay and help her this time. Running away is hardly a good idea. For starter, Olga Dmitrievna has caught me already, and dashing off would only aggravate my punishment. As well as that, I was indeed partially guilty. Of course, it was all her fault. But if I hadn't reacted like that, probably we could have avoided this thrashing. Probably. I opened the cabinet and took out a broom, a mop, and a dustpan. Olga Dmitrievna wasn't anywhere near Uliana by the time I returned. She's gone. Can't you see for yourself? Uliana looked upset. All her youthful spirit vanished without a trace. Okay, hang on a second. I'll go and wash myself a bit first. I shot her an angry glance and headed towards the exit. I washed the scraps of lunch off myself and returned to the canteen. Well, no escaping it. We have to clean it up. It's all because of you. Just a single gaze from her gave me the creeps. Of course it is. It's me who's guilty of everything. It's me who's a local natural hazard. Oh, shut up! Still, it's kind of strange that she's not trying to avoid this cleanup duty. Uliana had a solid opportunity to just run away and leave me alone, but somehow she did the exact opposite, diligently gathering broken plate fragments, mopping the floor, picking up chairs and tables. In fact, she was so fast that I had a tough time keeping up with her. Well now, aren't you suddenly acting all goody-goody? It's not like I want to spend the whole day here, you dork. She still sounded irritated. Listen, you've got to understand that you can't behave like that. At least not to such an extent. For some reason, I decided to try and give her a moral lecture. I haven't done anything! It was you who was calling me names. Uliana grabbed a bucket and a mop and went to the farthest corner of the canteen. Looks like she's still angry. Looking back at the mountain of broken tabuleware, I finally began to understand the scope of the catastrophe. We're lucky that at least the forks and spoons are made of metal. We still have something to eat with. But there are hardly any plates left. Hey! Uliana called me with a shout. I went over to her. I don't get it. Why do you hate me so much? What? What? I don't hate you at all. Her face became so serious that I was ready to believe that it wasn't just yet another trick of hers. Why do you think so? I have no idea. That's exactly why I'm asking you. I don't hate you. It's just that sometimes you behave like, well, you know. As simple as that, but still true. Like what? I have no idea. She lifted her gaze to me, bowling with curiosity. Well, for starters, what's the big idea in pouring the compote all over me? You were asking for it. She smiled for the first time since we started cleaning. Yeah, sure. I heaved a deep sigh. So, what do you expect from others then? Nothing, she replied acidly. This discussion was over, so I just continued cleaning up in silence. Alright, let's end that episode here, and we'll continue with the story in the next one. Bye.